Hey, how you guys doing? As you guys know, the 9th episode of the Nijigasaki anime has aired a little while ago, so it's time to go over the results of the poll. As a reminder, the poll I had you guys vote in a poll that looks just like this, where I had you guys rate 1 being your favorite girl and 11 being your least favorite girl of the group. So as of course this was Karen's episode, so we are likely to expect Karen doing very well, and then we'll have to see what future episodes will hold. So let's first go over the last episode's results. So as we know, that was Shizuku's episode, and of course Shizuku Osaka got first place. We had Rina still staying pretty strong here, Kasumi doing it very well, and the same thing with Kanata, but we see Ayumu and I trending backwards, and Karen also was not doing so hot, being all the way 9th place, and Yu has been struggling a lot, as well as Emma as of recently in these episodes, so they might need more love later, and that also includes Setsuno. So after this episode, we saw Shiriko and Yu struggling a lot here. Ai has moved really far back now, and then we have Ayumu falling back, and we have Kasumi falling back, but Shizuku still stays strong, Rina's still staying strong, and of course Kanasaka won her episode, as clearly as everyone has. So of course we have been keeping the trend of every girl winning their episode, and it's no different for Kanasaka, but notably it's not the best victory, in fact maybe one of the worst victories by just overall their average. So Karen had an average of 4.56 around, which is far off from the best victory, but a victory is still a victory because she barely beats Rina here, so she barely won her episode. So I guess the trend is everyone won their episode so far, and we get to keep that, but Karen didn't really win by that much though, which is kind of interesting. She of course had the most amount of first place votes, as you can see as I highlight yellow, but then Rina got the second most and Shizuku got the third most, as it was in bronze, and of course we had Yu and Shiriko just getting so destroyed, only getting 1 out of 153, so obviously they're not doing so hot here. Now we also had Rina doing pretty well here, as she got in a lot of second and third place votes. I guess I should have highlighted just Setsuno. I must have not updated that, but Setsuno had the most second place votes, with Rina having the second most second place votes, and then Rina having the most third place votes. So of course Rina has been still doing very well here and having a fantastic average. We have Shizuku still maintaining a decent average here, but she has fallen a bit off. We'll have to see how that evolves over time though. In the following night we have Kanata, who's still doing very well. Kasumi has fallen quite a bit back now recently. Now she's still doing pretty good overall, but she's still falling back. Maybe Setsuno's getting a little surge up, mainly because she had that kind of scene where she kind of nerded out. Maybe that helps her out. But then we also have Ayumu and I, who have fallen really far back. Emma has fallen back already, but it's a little more new for Ai and Ayumu to fall that far back, so they have really fallen off. So we have to see if that's going to change in the future here. And of course Shiriko is still doing pretty poorly. She has not improved since her coming to worldwide as of yet. So let's go ahead and look at the trend. So going back to Shiriko, as you guys can see, she hasn't really improved at all. As you can see from these episodes, she came around a little bit a little after season 1 episode 8, so it's been a while, not that long, but as you can see she's still about where she was for a long time, so people haven't really warmed up to her yet. So we'll have to see if that changes anytime soon, or we'll have to see if she even gets an episode potentially. Next one is probably going to be Yu's episode, that's at least in the guess, and we'll have to see if Yu actually jumps back from being 10th place here, as now she's averaging 9th overall. So we'll have to see if that's going to help her out. But for Shiriko, maybe episode 11 through 13 we'll be able to see her. Maybe the 11th episode is hers, or maybe not. No one really has an episode anymore, but we'll get to see a lot of focus on her and her struggles with the rest of the group. So we'll have to see if that's going to change. Shizuku is still averaging 10th overall, despite getting a first place and a third place, but if she quickly falls back to where she was before, then I don't know if that's going to change, as her average is a 6.41, which is, not great, to be honest here. But Kanasaka, who has jumped up, as she of course got her first place, averaging 7th overall, not great. So we'll have to see if that's going to change. And Emma is an 8th, as she's kind of fallen off again as well. Ayumu was doing pretty well in the beginning, but she's starting to really fall off here, so we'll have to see if her average gets better over time. Same thing with I, because she hasn't been doing that great. But of course, the two winners over the season so far has been Rina and Kasumi. And in fact, Rina is currently the best overall. As you can see recently, she has just been killing it. And she had the best episode, I guess, if you go by the rating, because she really won really hard. So as you can see, these are the demographics of all the people who voted. So if you're wondering what country is real dominant, of course it's the US, but that's just if you want to know. And of course, these are all the people who participated and wish to be credited. So thank you to all these guys. I really do appreciate you guys voting. And if you want to vote and be put on this screen here, make sure you vote on Saturday through Wednesday when I'll have that poll open. Here, of course, are some of the comments of the people who voted. If you're wondering why some people voted a certain way, a lot of people have warmed up a bit to Kana here, but some people are still saying like they liked her thing where she was obviously kind of confused and lost with the directions, and they thought that was nice to see, as that was kind of a contrast to her image that most people know her for, which is being mature and sexy. Even though you still kind of see that in the outfit, which some people are like, oh, I was kind of hoping to see something else. But a lot of people have warmed up to her, and a lot of people have also liked her song Vivid World. So let me know what you guys think about these current rankings, as well as that episode, and what do you think is going to happen in the next episode. How do you think their rankings are going to shift? It's probably Yu's episode. I don't think we're going to get a song though, so she might still be struggling. Especially for me, if they don't sing a song, it's kind of difficult for me to really rate them higher, because a lot of my power of going into ranking the girls is really based on their songs, especially because they're solo songs that really reflects the character and such. And let me know what you guys think is going to happen in that episode, and what you think about this current episode. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video soon.